All right, picture this. It's a chilly night and I'm standing there in my slippers, jaw dropped, watching my Chevrolet Tahoe go up in flames right in my driveway. The glow's lighting up the whole street, and there's Linda Grayson, yep, the HOA queen of Pineview Heights, just standing there with her arms crossed, smirking like she's won some grand prize. Maybe next time you'll think twice about skipping the HOA, she snaps, tossing her head like she's on some reality show. She's got no clue who she's messing with. I'm Jim Lawson, spent 28 years locking up Detroit's worst mobsters, guys who'd make her little power trip look like a playground tantrum. I just moved here for some peace, a quiet life after decades of chaos. But Linda, she saw me say no thanks to her HOA sign-up sheet and decided I was her new project. I could smell the gasoline from my porch, hear the crackle of the fire eating my car, and all I'm thinking is, lady, you just picked the wrong guy to bully. This wasn't just about a car, it was about justice, about standing up to tyrants, even ones in fancy blazers running a neighborhood like a mini mafia. So after 28 years chasing down mob bosses in Detroit, I was done. Ready to kick back, maybe grill some burgers on weekends. Live that quiet suburban dream. Pineview Heights seemed perfect. Neat lawns, friendly waves from neighbors, the works. I'd barely unloaded the moving boxes, still had that cardboard smell on my hands, when Linda Grayson shows up. Day one, folks. I'm wiping sweat off my forehead, and there she is, clipboard in hand, looking like she's about to audit my whole life. Welcome to Pineview, she chirps, shoving this 62-page HOA contract at me. I flip through it, rules about grass height, mailbox colors, fees that'd make my old car payments blush. I'm thinking, this ain't peace, this is a full-time job. So I hand it back, nice and polite. Appreciate it, but I'm good. Her smile, gone. Like I just spit in her coffee. Everyone joins, Jim, she says, voice all tight, eyes narrowing like I'm some punk kid. I lean on my porch rail, still dusty from the move, and say, not me, I'll handle my own yard, thanks. That's when I catch it, the control freak vibe. She's not asking, she's telling. She mutters something about community standards and struts off, but I've seen that look before. Guys in Detroit used it right before they sent goons to your door. I'm unpacking my coffee maker later thinking, this lady's trouble. She didn't get it yet. I wasn't some pushover she could boss around. I'd fought bigger bullies than her and won. This was my fresh start, and no HOA dictator was gonna ruin it. It's not just about rules, it's about standing up when someone tries to run your life. Okay, so Linda didn't waste time turning my quiet little corner of Pineview Heights into a war zone. A couple days after I said no to her HOA nonsense, I find this nasty note taped to my windshield. Big red letters screaming, join or regret it. Looked like something a movie villain would scribble. Then the neighbors, nice folks who'd waved at me while I unpacked, start dodging me like I've got the plague. I'd say morning over the fence and they'd just mumble and hustle their kids inside. Weird, right? But it got pettier. One evening I catch Linda out there with a tape measure, eyeballing my fence like it's a crime scene. 4 inches too tall, she barks, scribbling on her clipboard like she's issuing me a ticket. 4 inches. I'm sipping coffee on my porch, watching her, thinking, this is nuts. It hit me hard. I'd seen this before. Back in Detroit, mob guys didn't just break your legs. They'd start small, slash your tires, spook your friends, make you feel trapped. Linda's game was the same, scare me into line, bit by bit. But here's the thing, she wasn't just some nosy neighbor with too much time. This was organized, calculated like a mini crime ring with bylaws instead of brass knuckles. I'm kicking back later, staring at that stupid note, and it clicks. She's not messing with a newbie homeowner who'll cave. I've taken down syndicates that'd eat her HOA for breakfast. She thought she could bully me into signing up, but all she did was wake up the old Jim Lawson, the one who loves a fight when justice is on the line. This wasn't about fences. It was about standing up to a wannabe tyrant. So Linda wanted to play dirty, huh? Fine, I'd been around the block too many times to just sit there and take it. I dug out my old prosecutor tricks from the Detroit days. First thing, I slapped some cameras around my place. Little ones tucked by the gutters, catching every move. One afternoon, I'm chatting with Ted Sullivan, this nervous guy from down the street. Over a beer on my porch, he spills it. Linda's run off 8 families, good people too, didn't join her HOA, and bam, they're gone. I hit record on my phone, casual like, while he's fidgeting with his bottle cap. That's gold right there. Next, I start strolling the neighborhood, coffee thermos in hand, snapping pics on the sly, fences way taller than mine at HOA bigwigs' houses, tacky lawn gnomes Linda'd freak over if they were mine. Total hypocrites. I'm grinning ear to ear thinking, gotcha. Every shot's another nail in her coffin. Back home, I'm piecing it together. Ted's story, the photos, the footage of Linda sneaking around my yard at night like some budget sim. This wasn't just petty neighbor crap. It was a shakedown, and I knew how to bust it wide open. She thought she could scare me into line, but I'd spent years locking up crooks smarter than her. This was my turf now, and I'd fight her with proof. Hard, cold evidence. Justice wasn't just a word to me, it was a promise. All right, so I'm knee-deep in this Linda mess, and it's getting wilder by the day. I start digging, old habits from Detroit die hard. I call up a buddy from my prosecutor days, and he runs Linda's name. Boom, turns out she's got a rap sheet. Embezzlement from some HOA in Texas years back. Shocker, right? Then I look at her HOA crew. Treasurer's got shady loans. Another guy's dodged taxes like it's a sport. She's built a whole squad of sketchy folks she can puppet master. But the real jackpot? I tail their maintenance guy, sneaky, yeah, but I've done worse, straight to this storage unit under Linda's old name. I wait till he's gone, slip in with a warrant from a judge who still owes me a favor. And holy crap, it's a gold mine. Stacks of files, all labeled with residents' names. Stuff like won't pay up or talks too much. There's fake receipts for repairs that never happened. And, get this, photos of moving vans from 8 families she forced out, like trophies. I'm flipping through, heart pounding, because it's not just bullying anymore. This is a full-on crime ring. Extortion, fraud, the works, dressed up in HOA polos. I'm standing there, dust on my jeans, thinking, she's toast. Linda thought she was untouchable, some suburban mob boss. But she didn't count on me knowing every trick in the book. Those families she crushed, I'd make sure their stories got heard. This wasn't about my burnt Tahoe anymore. It was about tearing down her little empire with the truth. Justice doesn't sleep, and neither do I when I've got her dead to rights. So I'm not fighting Linda alone anymore. Time to rally the troops. I knock on Dorothy Marshall's door. Dottie, everyone calls her. She's this sweet old lady, 42 years in Pineview, but she's shaking, holding an HOA fine for her bird feeders. $900, she whispers, just 'cause I waved at you last week. I'm fuming. Linda's picking on her to get to me. I sit her down with a cup of tea and say, Dottie, we can stop her, but I need you. Her eyes light up like she's been waiting for this. Next, I hit up the Lopez family, their landscaping gig tanked after they questioned Linda's fees, and the Nguyen's, who got endless tickets for their porch lanterns. We're all in my living room, hushed, passing around coffee mugs, plotting like some neighborhood Avengers. She's a bully, Lopez says, trashed our mailbox last month. Nguyen nods, slashed our tires too. I'm like, perfect, let's catch her. We set up a secret crew. Dottie's place becomes HQ since Linda thinks she's harmless. I hand out cheap recorders, show them how to snap pics of her goons in action. One night, Lopez catches a guy keying his truck. Blurry foam, but gold. Nguyen records Linda's cronies threatening fines over nothing. I'm sorting through it all, late, with a cold pizza slice, thinking she's slipping. This isn't just me anymore, it's us, fighting back. Linda thought she could divide us, scare us silent, but we're tighter now than ever. Every tape, every pic, it's ammo for justice. We're not just saving our homes, we're taking back our neighborhood, one sneaky proof at a time. All right, things hit the fan at this HOA meeting. Total showdown vibes. I'm sitting in the back, sipping lukewarm coffee from a styrofoam cup, while Linda's up front, rattling off some new $650 fee for security. The financial sheet says they've got $58,000 just sitting there, though. No details. I stand up, casual as can be, and go, Hey, Linda, Where's that cash going? We deserve to know. The room goes dead quiet. You could hear a pin drop. Her face turns beet red and she snaps, "Join the HOA, Jim, then you'll see." I smirk. Nah, transparency's a law, not a perk. People start whispering. She's rattled. That night, I'm dead asleep when a crash wakes me. I stumble to the window, blinds half tangled, and there's Linda, hood up, splashing gas on my Chevy Tahoe. My cameras, bless 'em, are rolling. She lights a match, and whoosh, flames everywhere. I'm wide awake now, heart racing, dialing 911. But here's the kicker. She doesn't run. She just stands there, arms crossed, grinning like she's untouchable. "This is what happens when you don't play ball," she yells, loud enough for the neighbors peeking out to hear. I'm thinking, big mistake, lady. She's banking on her cop buddies and City Hall pals to bury this, like always. But I've got her on tape every smug second. I'm shaking, not from fear, but from knowing I've got her dead to rights. This isn't just about my car. It's the line in the sand. She thought she could burn me out, but all she did was hand me the smoking gun. Justice? Oh, it's coming, and I'm grinning right back through that window. So Linda's little bonfire stunt? That was her last mistake. I'm up at dawn, bleary-eyed but buzzing, uploading that video, her torching my Tahoe, to a secure server. I shoot it off to Rachel Torres, my old Detroit sidekick now with the FBI. She calls me back laughing, "Jim, this is a slam dunk. Arson, racketeering, the whole deal." I'm like, "Make it stick, Rach." She moves fast. By noon, she's got warrants from a judge who still owes me for some old case. Next morning, 6 a.m. Sanon, it's go time. I'm sipping coffee on my porch, watching FBI vans roll in like a movie scene. They hit Linda's place, the HOA office, her storage unit, all at once. She's still in her robe, yelling about rights when they cuff her. The hall? Insane. They find her gas-soaked hoodie stashed in her garage, fake financials showing $1.8 million siphoned off, and this creepy binder, pages on how to scare folks into leaving, down to the last detail. I'm pacing, grinning as Rachel texts me pics of the evidence. Linda thought her cop buddies would save her, but she didn't count on me having bigger friends. This wasn't just revenge, it was justice. Pure and simple. She terrorized Pineview for years, but now her whole crew's busted, and I'm the guy who lit the match. Figuratively, of course. Neighborhood's finally free, and I'm just getting started. All right, court day rolls around, and it's like watching a house of cards collapse. Rachel Torres, my old Detroit partner, steps up to prosecute. Cool as ice, laying out how Linda turned the HOA into her personal crime syndicate. She's got the jury hooked, showing that Tahoe video, Linda smirking as it burns, then piling on the fake financials, the threats, the works. Linda's sitting there, all prim in her jumpsuit, but you can tell she's sweating bullets. Her lawyer tries some lame, "she's just strict" defense, but Rachel shuts it down with, "Strict doesn't mean torching cars and stealing $1.8 million. I'm in the witness box, calm, telling them how her tricks matched every mob playbook I'd busted in 28 years. The jury's nodding, they get it. Verdict comes fast, guilty, all counts. Judge isn't messing around. Linda gets 20 years for racketeering, arson, fraud, you name it. Her crew? 7 to 15 years each, no mercy. When they haul her off, she shoots me this glare like I ruined her life. I just shrug, "Lady, you did that yourself." The courtroom's buzzing, neighbors clapping, and I'm feeling that old rush, justice served, hot and fresh. She thought she'd scare us into silence, but Rachel and I flipped the script. Pineview's free now, no more HOA goons. It's not just a win for me, it's for every family she crushed. And yeah, I'm smiling, big time. So with Linda locked up, Pineview Heights feels like a whole new place. First thing we do, ditch that HOA garbage, no more 88-page rulebooks or surprise fines. Instead, we scribble up this simple pact on a napkin at my kitchen table. Be nice, help out, that's it. Everyone signs it, grinning, tinning, no pressure, just neighbors being neighbors. It's wild how fast things flip. Dottie's out front planting daisies with the Lopez kids, laughing like she's 20 again. The Nguyen's fire up their grill, and suddenly we've got block parties. Real ones, not Linda's stiff, approved picnics. I'm hauling dirt for a community garden where her old sign used to loom, and folks pitch in, shovels, seeds, even cold beers after. We're fixing stuff too. Lopez trims Mrs. Carter's overgrown hedge. I help Nguyen repaint his porch. It's not perfect. Some folks still jump when a car backfires. Scars from Linda's rain. But we're healing together. One night, Dottie pulls me aside, her hands dirty from weeding, and says, "Jim, we're not just next door anymore. We're family." I'm choking up, 'cause she's right. We'd been so beat down, scared to talk, but now, kids play tag across yards, folks chat over fences. It's messy, real, and ours. Linda wanted control. We took back trust. Justice isn't just her in jail, it's this. Us rebuilding, proving a neighborhood's strength comes from heart, not fear. Man, what happened in Pineview didn't just stay here, it blew up. Word got out about Linda's takedown, and suddenly my inbox is flooded with emails from strangers. Folks in Oregon, Texas, you name it. Our HOA is pulling the same crap. One guy writes, "Fines for nothing, threats if we complain." I'm sitting there with my morning coffee reading how they're digging into their own boards, finding fake fees, secret slush funds. It's like we lit a match and handed it off. Then the big guns get involved. Congress catches wind, and next thing I know, they're debating this Community Protection Act. Rachel calls me, laughing, "Jim, you're a legend. New laws got teeth now." It passes fast. HOAs have to open their books. No more shady power trips. I'm stunned. All I wanted was my car not torched, and now we're changing the game nationwide. The best part? These letters keep coming. A lady in Arizona says they booted their HOA tyrant, saved her house. Some retirees in Georgia write, "We got $450,000 back. Thanks, Jim." I'm piling them up on my kitchen counter, tearing up a little. It's not just about me, it's Dottie, the Lopezes, all of us who said enough. We showed folks they don't have to take it lying down. One guy even ran for city council after reading our story, promising no more Lindas on his watch. I'm grinning, thinking she messed with the wrong neighborhood. Justice isn't just her in jail, it's this ripple, people standing tall, fighting back. Pineview was the spark, now the whole country's waking up. So here's the kicker. Linda thought she'd make me the neighborhood punching bag, burn my Tahoe, scare me straight. Big oops. I turned her into the poster child for don't mess with the wrong guy. I'm Jim, the dude who spent 28 years nailing crooks in Detroit, and she handed me her whole playbook on a silver platter, gas can and all. Now she's rotting in a cell, and I'm sipping coffee on my porch, watching kids bike past without a care. She wanted me as her warning. I made her the cautionary tale. Thing is, it's not just about winning, it's about fighting. Whether it's a courtroom or some HOA dictator's turf, standing up matters. I had the tapes, the pics, the proof to snuff out her little fire show, and man, it felt good. But the real win? Pineview's alive again, neighbors laughing, helping, free. Linda's flames didn't break us, they lit us up to push back. I'd tell anyone, grab your evidence, rally your crew, and don't let bullies run the show. Justice isn't luck, it's work, and it's worth every second when you see them fall. Game over, Linda.